So today I want to talk about a topic that is around everywhere in social media, on YouTube, on Instagram, wherever you go, people are talking about it, and it's supposed to be coming or happening soon in the United States. What I'm talking about is a reverse market crash. Typically, when people think about market crashes, they think about everything going down. Well, this is called a reverse market crash. So today I want to talk about it because everybody that talks about it right now, every video that you can find is everyone explaining what it is and how and why it will happen in the United States. Nobody is telling you what it is, but also what you can be doing to prepare yourself and make money even in a reverse market crash. Today we're going to be talking about it, and I'm going to give you a quick rundown on what it is and all the things that people are talking about, but I'm also going to give you what you can do so that you can get ahead. Now, these people that are doing videos are people that I respect very much, such as Graham Stephan, Patrick Bet-David, and multiple other accounts that I follow and that I get advice from. So I'm not by any means saying that they're doing the wrong thing by just giving you the information, because that is information that feeds my brain as well, and it's information that I follow. I'm not by any means saying that they are not giving you the information because they don't want you to succeed. So I just want to make that very, very clear, because those are people that, again, I look up to like you have no idea. For example, Patrick Bet-David is one of the most respected people by me. I have tremendous amounts of respect for that guy. Graham Stephan is somebody that I've been watching for the past probably 6-7 years. So those guys are guys that I look up to, but I just think that their videos are missing that one piece, which is how can you get ahead when something like that happens. I'm Andrew Pizzi. I'm an investor and entrepreneur out of Las Vegas, and I want to welcome you to the AP Show, where I'll be focusing on how to create the perfect life or a great life around health, wealth, love, and happiness, which I believe are all needed in order for you to have a great life overall, and not just in one area, such as business or just in your health, but how to optimize for all of them at the same time. I want to ask you for 3 things. The first one is please hit the like button so that YouTube can push this content out to more people. The second thing is to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss the videos every single Monday. And then the last one is please comment below with your thoughts on this topic or any future topics that you would like me to review on the channel. Now, before I jump into the actual content on what you can do, I want to give you a couple things. The first thing is, what is it? What is a reverse market crash? Like I said, Patrick Bet-David explains it really, really well with multiple examples on where it has happened in the history of reverse market crashes. So the information that he's given you, if you want, I can link down below the video where you can actually go and spend 20 minutes with him, with a great, brilliant mind, talking about what it is exactly. But to condense it down to 1 to 2 minutes, a reverse market crash is the complete opposite to what you already know as a normal market crash. Now, what is a market crash? Because we need to define a normal market crash before I give you the definition of a reverse one. A market crash is something that can actually happen across multiple industries, so it doesn't need to be this one that I'm going to give you the example on, but you can take the concept on the 2008 real estate market crash, because you can transfer that concept into the stock market and it can happen there too, or really anywhere, crypto, you name it. In 2008, what caused the real estate market crash was stated income loans. What happened was that I could actually go to a bank and said that I was making $1 million a year, and they would qualify me to buy a home that $1 million a year person would qualify for. What that caused is that people were starting to default in those loans, and they started to let go of their homes. Now, here's the deal. A market crash, by definition, caused by that, in that example, is something that makes the price of those goods go down. In 2008, you would find homes that by 2006 were worth $250,000 going on sale for $80,000, $90,000, $100,000. So that is why it's called a market crash, because that market, the prices of those goods crashed into lower levels than ever seen before. If you think about it and you put it into perspective, $80,000 on a house that was worth $250,000 were prices back in 1970. That's how crazy it crashed. Now, a reverse market crash is the complete opposite. And I'm going to tell you what causes a reverse market crash because I told you what caused a normal market crash. So I'm going to also give you the economy example on what caused or will cause this reverse market crash. But by definition, a reverse market crash is the complete opposite, in which, let's say, that house that was worth $250 will now be worth $500,000. The reason why it's called a market crash, but it's reversed, is because that is not normal growth. A house cannot appreciate double in 1 or 5 years. It typically goes up by 3% every year. So the fact that it can go from $250,000 to $500,000 is not normal. So that is what people call a reverse market crash, where the prices of goods, instead of crashing, they go up. So they go double, triple, quadruple. What we're talking about here that we can see from other countries is crazy. Now, I'm going to give you why it happens and why people think that it might happen in the United States. In Venezuela, which is where I'm from, it actually happened years ago. 1990 or 2000, 4 bolivares, which is the currency in Venezuela, would buy you a US dollar. Nowadays, 4 trillion bolivares buys you $1. So you see the rate of inflation and the rate of the reverse market crash. The prices of goods are through the roof. The prices of everything is just insanely expensive because of this factor. The reason behind it all is the printing of money. So that's why people think that what happened in Venezuela, Iran, Argentina, or different countries that have experienced reverse market crashes is the fact that since COVID, as many of you know, the US government has printed tremendous amounts of money. In fact, almost half of every single dollar in circulation has been printed in the past 3 years. Think about that. In the whole history of the United States, half of the money that is in circulation today was printed in the past 3 years. That's not sustainable. So people look at examples like Venezuela, Argentina, and all those countries, and they think that a reverse market crash can happen here. Now, the US government has a really, really strong economy. So I personally do not think that that will happen here because there are measures being taken right now that will avoid that from happening. But that's not the point here. What I want to give you, and I'm going to go into it right now, is what can you do if this ever happens? Okay, so for me to tell you how you can get ahead and how you can make money, we need to start taking action now. Because if this starts to happen, it will be already too late. So here's how you prepare for it. If the price of assets, not money, because money, your money loses buying power whenever this happens because inflation is so high that your money can't keep up. So if the prices of assets are the ones that are going up in a reverse market crash, what you need to be doing is you need to be invested in assets. If the stock market will go up 1,000% and you have cash, your cash won't grow, but the stock portfolio that you choose will go up 1,000% with it. If your home is worth $250 and it will go to $2.5 million, if you have the $250 in cash, it won't happen as if you have it on the home. So what you want to do is you want to invest in the assets that will be protecting you in case of a reverse market crash. Stocks, crypto, even real estate, and anything that appreciates. Because again, if we go back to the definition, the market crash is when it goes down. The reverse market crash is when it goes up. So what you want to do is you do not want to have cash. So again, if you want to get ahead of this and you want to do your research, go watch Patrick, go watch Graham Stephan, go do your research. And if you believe that this will happen, the best thing that you can do is you can need to dump as much money as possible into the stock market, into the real estate market, and into assets. Because again, if assets will go up, what you want to do is you want to hold on those assets, because what happens is that by whatever amount of the rate of increase of the value of the assets are, that's the amount of money you will have. So it doesn't matter if it goes up 1,000% for everything if you're put and invested into those assets. Let's say that you have $100,000 in cash and it goes up 10%, right? Or I guess 100%. Then that value of 100,000 cash is only 100,000. But if you have it in a house that went up 100% along with inflation, then you're protected and you're breaking even. So please, if you do your research, and I highly encourage you to do so that you make your own informed decision, then you need to be invested in assets. With all of that being said, I appreciate you watching the video all the way until the end. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments or go follow me on Instagram, or you can send me a direct message if you have any questions or anything that I can help you with. As always, take care, everybody.